Hey guys, welcome back. We've got a guy out here rolling the dirt. Well, somewhere. Well, this is where he's not been. Well, as long as he gets it done, we'll figure it out. We just got done planting the wheat here, and let's get started. Alright, we got the triticale planted. Like I said, we've got wheat. I'm just seeing if he's showing back up, seeing how well he's doing. It's one of my farm helps that we'll be meeting, but we've got a lot going on because, well, I did something, and we got to move something there. He's down there somewhere. There he is. It's just popping the hill. So, we got to take this back, and then I'll have to get my truck, but we've got to we've got to see what I did. I may have $15,000 after changing some things around, but we need to move our combine. Yeah, I thought I was done with the combine. I done something, like I said. And, well, it's 5 o'clock, and we're going to move the combine there. And tomorrow, we will, well, we're going to be taking care of finishing something that I didn't think we'll have. But I have a plan. I have a plan with that because it may help lessen something. So here's the rest of the story. Just down the road, my family, the ones that will be helping me farm, said, you know, there's a farm down the road. I said, I know, it's for sale. And he goes, they said, well, it also will give us some barns. I mean, we might be able to put some cattle there. I said, and we also could store some of the wagon equipment. And they said, yeah. I said, but and you may have another hayfield too. And I said, oh, really? So they showed me everything, and I said, well, does this mean I get some help? They said, yeah, you'll definitely get some help. So I made some phone calls, and well, we might put a feedlot up there. And if I don't save, which I probably will when I do the map, before I leave on the combine, I will show you everything. And we've got October to finish everything, so we got 2 more days, and it will happen. We still got hay there to pick out of the ground too, or pick up. Oh boy. But and we've got tractors that are dirty. This one's going to need a bath. I think combine will need a bath before I take it up there too. But yeah, I told them as long as they're dairy that we have there, and my family understood. I mean, we have the dairy barn here. So they understood and said that can happen. That could happen. So once I get this parked out of the way, let's just pull this right here, right now. So let me jump out here and let me pull this up. Where's it at? Let's just hold on. That seemed weird. I was looking for my phone and can't find it. Anyhow, let's see what we can. All right, it worked. It saved. I must have had it in my pocket and didn't know it. This is what happens when you have the long days on the farm. But anyhow, we own right here. This is where we're at. We have these fields, and as you've seen, guys rolling here, and we have got this field. So there's the farm right here that my family wanted. And if you look, we got 3 fields of corn to do up there. My plan is none of this is going in a bin. Here's the hayfield we own now. This is all going to go and be sold. Straight out of the field. Because if my math is right, there's a chance that will be enough to possibly pay off that farm. So we're going to spray this off, and we're going to go up there, and we're going to look around, because I have an idea that might help me when it comes, you know, the thought I have on what to do with it totally. So hey, I can see better now. So we're gonna get this moved up there tonight before it gets too dark, and kind of show you around, and go from there. And then we'll take the corn head up in the morning before we get started and get the gravity wagons up and stuff. If I get back in time, I'll pull those 4 square bells out of there and get them in the barn. But we just got this serviced, and we literally did, and my family said we need to grow the farm. Gets me some help, yes, but also makes it fun with the small equipment. Now the fields aren't humongous, so that's a good thing. Next year, that's typically going to be all beans up there, because even the one field has already been harvested. So, you know, we can change things around a little bit. We may not have as much cornfield as we like, so we may do a corn on corn right here along the road. I'll talk to the agronomist about that. But the farm we're going to, you know, if I'm going to take it all in, I don't have to go far with the gravity wagons. I really don't, because there's a guy that will take the grain just down the road, and just at the end of the road, yeah, just at the end of the road, there's a place to take the grain. There's a guy that runs that. So, you know, we don't have to go far. And, you know, it's a great place to put the equipment that we would only use a couple times a year, like this combine. It could be up there. The headers could be at my family's place. In the wintertime, the silage wagons and the gravity wagons can be up there in one of the barns. There's two barns there, matter of fact. So, and the one field up here, I'm toying with putting wheat in it too. Just because I'm sitting on a skid still of wheat seed. And that planter had a little bit in it still. But that's another episode. Right now we're getting this up here, and it may not be a long episode, but at least you can see what I done, and I'll show you what I have left to pay. It's 300,000, but yeah, that cornfield there, I'm thinking about doing corn again next year and chopping it like I did. And the chopper could be up there too, because that's only used in fall time. I wish that guy there would sell a barn full of cows, because right now I just got young ones everywhere, and it's going to be a little bit until they're lactating, and it's hard to find a bunch of them here, and that's why part of me is going, well, I could do a beef cow thing here, but I don't know if I would want to have to come up here with loader tractor or skid steer just to feed. But this does open up a lot of space at the main farm. So, but being my brother still lives with my parents and my sister, they all can live here and be perfectly fine. And, you know, I get help, extra storage, and we'll definitely have to figure out how we'll pay everything. But so this is the field we take to go, or the way we take to go to the feed mill, you know, where we get fertilizer and everything. And I passed it a lot. And wow, oh wow, there's a bean field too. Ooh, we're gonna need both heads up here. And this is the place they bought. And I should say I bought, or we bought together. I don't want this sitting outside tonight, just to be on the safe side. There's no mirrors I can see. but this is big enough to put the combine and even the silage chopper if need to. So this barn had 2 doors. If I remembered that, I would just pull through that way and just pull right out. But I'm going to shut this one. But it'd be good to, you know, maybe the wagon's over here, honestly. Let's shut this door and put the combine and chopper and whatever else we need to get out of the weather up here in the wintertime. But that's going to happen. But anyhow, this field is not ours. It's sold off with a different partial, but everything behind it is ours. So I've got to do some work here this winter to get back to that hayfield, but I will work on that, you know, this later on this winter. But we have this cornfield. And then grass that we can mow for hay. This cornfield. And grass to mow to hay again. And then I thought this was a bean field. And we have this bean field. Everything on this farm will sell. Now, that being said, I'm thinking serious and more grass that we can mow. We just may just mow that big one back there and that would be it. Is this field here, which needs fertilizer at least. After that tractor that is rolling, we've got a thing to chop the stubble, and then come up with the chisel, just chisel it up and get wheat planted the next 2 days too. That's a thought. But that all takes place the next day or tomorrow. It's 17. So hard to do military time, and I should know it. My grandpa was in the military, and he still followed it to the day he passed away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $18. See, 20 is 8. So this is 5 o'clock. Ish. Yeah, 5 o'clock. 5, yeah, 6 o'clock. 6 would be 19. No, 18. So yeah, it's 5 o'clock. We could almost start. What's the beans test look like? I could almost run beans tonight, but I don't know if I can get a tractor and a gravity wagon up. We'll wait till tomorrow. No big rush, but well, guys, I'm gonna call this a video. It wasn't going to be long. It wasn't going to, it was going to be showing you everything that I got. This is their garage. See if the door opens. Oh yeah, it does. They'll at least have one vehicle in there, but that's it. And of course, they all live in this house. So, well, I am going to go see my mom because my dad's down there rolling. My brother and sister are halfway here now. They're in Wisconsin. They'll be here. You'll meet them all as they're doing work. But we'll talk to you later, and I'm going to see if Mom has any dinner cooked. Later, y'all. Have a great rest of your week.